I think we're ready to get started here. Do that, and do this. Okay. Yeah, sorry I'm starting late. Technical difficulties. First, I couldn't get my sound to work at all. And then, when I could get the sound to work, I couldn't get the camera to work. So I had to restart the computer a couple different times before I was able to figure out what the heck the problem was. But anyway, all that's fixed. We're good. And we're playing Tyranny. I think we're about to give Grave and Ash the bad news. No, we've already done that. Wait, did we do that? I don't remember. I think we didn't. I think we said, oh, we're near Sentinel Stand outskirts. Let's go there first. And we found... What did we find? Sample of something or other. Fused iron and bronze. But I'm pretty sure now we're good to go back. Which is why we're standing here by this. Wait a minute. Gotta remind myself what it is we're gonna do next. I think we're going to Grave and Ash, right? Speak with Grave and Ash. Yep. We have to tell him that we killed his daughter and his granddaughter. It's not gonna go well. Grave and Ash is where? I gotta remind myself. No. Where am I? I'm down here. No, I'm here. I need to go to Iron Hearth, I think, right? That's where Grave and Ash is. 1 day, 2 hours. I'm still surprised at how long the load screens are for what's essentially a 2D map. It's weird because when I record this and then upload it to YouTube after the stream, of course, OBS's file size is tiny for this because it's mostly a static image with little sprites that are essentially, they're not sprites, but little guys that are moving along a 2D image. File size is tiny. I'm kind of surprised that... Oh, a missive arrived. Kind of surprised that the loading screens are so long. Questions of balance. Kaleo sent us something. Fatebinder, I suspect I need... Never... Who is this dude? Oh, he's with Tunon. Okay. I suspect I need never again impress upon you the gravity of our role in the Overlord's great work. One can condemn a man who murders for a few rings with a clean conscience. More difficult by far is recognition of the need to end the life of a mother and child. I do not envy you your assignment. I imagine that, whatever demeanor he adopts, the Archon of War will remember your choice until one of you finds your way to the void. I hope you soon make an effort to join us at court in the Bastard City. I often feel that it has been too long since we last whispered of the darker corners of Tyranny. You've experienced so many of them as of late, perhaps I can provide illumination. I cannot make any replies, apparently. I have never played Pillars of Eternity, although I think I own it. I do own it. I have not purchased Pillars of Eternity 2, though. Oh, I was kind of wondering if what's her name and what's his name were still here. The guy who was like, there she goes, walking out of my life. Even though they actually hated each other. Let's go talk to the vendor first. Good evening, Walter. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Zephylos, he's the guy who trades with me, right? Show me your wares, Zephylos. What have I got to sell? All kinds of stuff. Yep, I'll sell that. Selling that. And that. And that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell that. I don't know who's gonna use it. Tidecaster Opal's holding onto that just in case I ever get Ebb back in the party. So far, so good, says Walter. Heavy bronze, sell that. Aquamarine, sell those. Opal, sell that. Broken helmet. I don't know if I know that one yet. I don't know why I wouldn't have read it already if I did know it. Or didn't know it. Pollux bracers, right. I'll hold on to those for now. I think I'm going to hold on to these two weapons too, just in case. I don't think I'm ever going to use them again, but you never know. Holding on to that one for now. Holding on to that one for now. Holding on to that one for now. It's all like, well, no, actually, I could probably sell this one. It's all a question of which one's going to be the better weapon to use, and right now I'm just trying them out, so hold on to that. I can put that in the general stash. Sell, 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 and sell. I'll get 2 iron rings for that, huh? Anything good? Nah, not really. Just trade it all. 7 iron rings. Good. Okay. Is this something? What is this? Bronze cutter. Nah, I don't think I need that. Alright. Here goes. This might not go well. Oh, we need to rest, too. I'll have to do that before we leave. Oh, there you are, boss. Graven Ash says, "The great keep of Sentinel Stand is ours. Oh, how I will relish tearing down every vestige of the Unbroken and burying the standard of that corrupt realm. This is a great victory for the disfavored. What's more, we are delivered from the Edict of Storms. My runners speak of you in glowing terms, though I instructed them specifically not to report on your deeds in too much detail." Okay, sure. Oh, don't tell me everything. Let them surprise me. Just in case they have something that will be earth-shatteringly novel for me. I wanted to hear it from no one but the source. I would know more about it, how it felt to stand in the center of the storm as the Overlord's magic dissolved around you. You must be weary from your travels. I am eager to hear your account, but I will understand if you still need to gather your thoughts. This is a joyous day, and I wouldn't spoil it with impatience. All right, first, sir, let's talk about Amelia. Ah, my Amelia. I can no longer sense her presence, and have anticipated the worst since you returned from Sentinel Stand. As a general, I can be cautious, but only as a father can I know fear. Ash clenches his hands into tight fists at his side. Say what you would, then. I think I'm going to say, yeah, redefine sedition. Let's frame this so that it doesn't look like we're the bad guys. We're not the bad guy. I mean, we are the bad guys. We killed the baby. But to Graven Ash, we're not the bad guys. Or we shouldn't be. She redefined sedition by birthing the next Regent of Stalwart, Lord. Oh. Sedition, says Graven Ash. You are either mad or suicidal to suggest that my Amelia would lay with the enemy. I would have you thrown from the walls of this fortress before I offered credence to your depraved accusation. Speak no more of these lies. I won't have them poisoning the air of Ironhearth and the ears of my fellow countrymen. You're a fool if you think I'd believe such an obvious ruse. Ash regards you with uncertainty, his eyes searching for truth or contradiction. I was forced to kill her, Archon. You did what? I was prepared for your jest or evasion. But I hear none of it in your voice. I had felt a disruption in my daughter's bond. To have fallen by your hand. The Archon's fists squeeze so hard that you can hear his gauntlets buckle under the strain. Uh-oh, the volcano's gonna blow! He says, Shatterer of houses and defiler of families. Only by the will of Kairos could you leave this fortress with your life. I will break you in ways unimaginable, even by the voices of Nerat. What I inflict will redefine the boundaries of cruelty. Jeez, dude. Verse says, he's about to blow up like the walls of Sentinel Stand. Keep your weapon ready, Binder. I did everything I could to help. Is that really a lie? I mean, I tried. I tried to, well, I didn't know if I tried to help her. I tried to convince her to not be who she was. I think I was kind of like, hey, come on, can we do this another way? I don't know if that's really everything I could do to help her. Sure, I guess it is kind of a lie. Yeah, I'm going to lie. I did everything I could to help her, sir. Graven Ash says, you would defend your bloodthirst by pleading incompetence? Amelia remains as dead as the Blade Grave itself. I could spend lifetimes designing your punishment, for I have no precedent from which to draw my inspiration. He's not happy. What am I to do with you, Fatebinder? He continues. Or should I call you sower of atrocities? Ooh, that's catchy. Let's see if that one sticks. I would be within my rights to end your life here and now. I'd like to see you try, Tubby. But losing the favor of Tunon might prove a crippling setback to the war. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Walter. In all my centuries, I have never stood at such an impasse. There was one casualty of thousands. You have no one to blame but yourself. You defied Kairos in your day. You set the example for her. She lived and died by her... She died a traitor's death. That will just piss him off. She lived and died by her own choices. What more could any of us ask for? That sounds seditious. Anti-Kairos. What's the most diplomatic thing? I think probably this one. I want to say this one. To be like, hey, dude, you were her dad. But that's not really diplomatic. I think I'll say this one. This is a war. Amelia was one casualty out of thousands. Do not use this conflict against me, he says, or pretend you know more of it than I do. I am the Archon of War, and you are nothing. But, in spite of myself, I concede your point. This war has claimed many of my best already, and no doubt more of them will fall in time. Ash bows his head in sorrow. Oh ho, here comes the worst part, dude. You had a granddaughter. She will be given all the proper rights that a northern soldier deserves, nothing more or less. My daughter is dead, and this is no wound that time could heal. Take this lesson, if nothing else, Fatebinder. An Archon's lifespan is a burden and a curse beyond all mortal reckoning. Oh, hey, Ritz! How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Graven Ash says, family, country, loyalty. The things that truly matter, that are made to last, they too will crumble and die in their course. What is it you require? I don't even get to tell him about his granddaughter? I returned from Sentinel Stand, yeah. Okay, yeah. The Seed of Regents and the Tarnished Gem of Stalwart, he says. I have anticipated this. Thanks, Ritz. I'm trying to see how best to parse your name. I think just Ritz. Ritz, your boy CO6? I don't know. I'm just going to go with Ritz, unless you have something else you prefer. The Seed of Regents and the Tarnished Gem of Stalwart, he says. I have anticipated this, so tell me, what do you have to report? Well, the good news is the Edict of Storms is ended, he says, and I have breathed fresh air for the first time since I returned to Ironhearth. You managed to accomplish what my forces could not. More importantly, you have abated Kairos' anger for the time being, and all you had to do was kill my daughter for it. I'm looking upon you more favorably, he thinks. I just added. He continues, with the great stalemate of the conquest ended, surely we have earned the favor of Tunon and Kairos alike. Every deed you accomplish in the name of the disfavored proves our right to rule these lands. Ash balls his fist and enthusiastically pumps it in the air. How did it feel, Fatebinder? I have not had the distinction of breaking an edict, much less several. I'm toying with powers of which I know little. I think I'll play ignorant. Aren't we all? He says. But in your case, I can respect your misgivings. The Overlord's magic is not meddled with lightly. Your actions at Vendrian's Well have caused us all to expect more than you were ever prepared to shoulder as a legal clerk. This is kind of weird to have this conversation after he learns of his daughter's death and is all pissed at me. I feel like this should have happened before I was able to tell him that Amelia was dead. I know it was a number of choices and I picked that one first, but it seems weird that this language isn't more hostile if you talk to him about Amelia first. It just seems like this is standard Graven Ash attitude, you know? Your actions at Vendrian's Well have caused us all to expect more than you were ever prepared to shoulder as a legal clerk. Living up to our admittedly high expectations will do more than merely get you through this war. There are greater things to come once the dust settles. Okay, Stratus Harridan is dead, as your daughter and granddaughter. That is gratifying to hear, he says. The coward spent too long crouched behind the walls of Sentinel Stan and deserved none of Kairos' mercy. The Regent family was an inbred and corrupt line of failed rulers whom your daughter fell in love with. They had neither the courage nor the grit to lead their realm to prosperity, as they demonstrated. Stalwart is much improved by their absence. Next steps, Archon. Now controlled by the disfavored. First things first, he says. My soldiers reported on your activities in the Blade Grave. They saw what happened when you broke the Edict of Storms. The power of this edict flowed through you like the wind. No one could account for it, but I have my suspicions. You are becoming powerful, perhaps in ways I don't even understand. Let's still try to play ignorant here. I'm not going to play that ignorant. But if we just say like, oh man, yeah, something's going on. Weird, huh? An understatement, says Graven Ash, but I won't hold you accountable for your ignorance in this matter. This is new territory for us all, so it seems prudent to exercise caution. These are tools beyond the ken of people or archons alike. Take care that you don't overstep your bounds. Kairos' hierarchy, someone always notices. With that out of the way, let us return to the matter of the war. Our position in the tiers is strengthening by the day, but there's still work to be done. It's time to broaden our scope in this war. There are 2 regions of interest, and either of them would strengthen our hold on the realm. Lithian's Crossing is home to merchants and the skilled forge-bound artisans. The Burning Library was the home of the all-knowing sages before Kairos reduced it to cinders. Lithian's Crossing, we know people there. I feel like we might have an inn. Let's head there first. Since you were kind enough to leave the crossing in the hands of my legion after your stint as governor, I think you should find the settlement most accommodating. Yeah, I was going to say. The Forge-bound are critical for keeping Kairos' forces armed. We should work to shield them from the trials of this war. A Forge-bound master is making her way to Lithian's Crossing now. Her name is Zidenya. It would be best to intercept her first. If we recognize the value of her and her fellow artisans, then others will inevitably arrive at the same conclusion. An elder lives in one of the settlement's meager hovels. Eldian, they call him. He may know more about the region. Yes, I've spoken to him. About the region. I guess that's it. I'm not even going to tell him about his granddaughter. Okie dokie. Oh, what the hell? Travel to Lithian's Crossing. The Forge-bound master is currently in Lithian's Crossing, the settlement at the base of the Sunset Spire. You killed the Bronze Brotherhood guarding the bridge. You can continue on to Lithian's Crossing. Okay. Well, we'll rest in the tent here. I didn't forget that. I think it's this tent, right? Yes. Get some rest so poor Barrick is fully healed. And we'll take a look at the map here. I think there might be other things we want to do first. Where the hell is the map? There we go. We've got the Shattered Bastion. The dude that wrote us the missive told us to come back to the Bastard City sometime soon. We've got Trapper's Junction. I forget what is happening at Trapper's Junction. I forget where the frickin' smith is. Is that where the smith is? Trapper's Junction? Evidence against Graven Ash, evidence against the voices of Narat. Shattered Bastion. The Bastard Tier. Valuable information exchanged for the preservation of her research and the well-being of her scribe. Shattered Bastion. It's a little weird that you can't access the journal from the map. So that's up there. I was going to say, is the smith down here? I think I've already been here, I believe. Secluded Forge. It's a little weird. Oh, this one. In the Stone Sea. It's just a little weird that you can't... Yeah, you might be right. Yep, small smithy. You're right. Maybe we should go do that first. It's actually close. Why is Trapper's Junction all lit up? I remember that one. Right, so that's the one for Barrack. I don't like that you can't reach the journal from here. That's a little weird. Well, haha. Secluded Forge, I suppose. Maybe that's where we'll go next. Let's try to help Barrack some more. 2 days. Alright. Whoa. I don't remember that loading screen. Licentia. That's right. You're back. Did you secure the alloy? Give it here. She opens her palm and regards you with an enthused grin. Wait, what do you plan on doing with it? First I'll poke, prod, and otherwise examine it. What comes after that depends on what I find after the poking and prodding. Okay, here you go. Oh, fantastic. She accepts the alloy and places it on her anvil. Mumbling, she traces her fingers in the air, forming a series of sigils. Barrack. With rapt attention, Barrack watches the smith move about the sample, examining it from several angles. He says nothing, though when the faceplate of his helm shifts towards you, there's accusation in his eyes. Yeah, says Licentia. A few other thoughtful sounds follow as she continues her examination. She says, a revealing cantrip and some aimless grunting? Oh, come on, I could have managed this. Oh, that's what Lantry says, sorry. Licentia says, this will do. This will most certainly do. She straightens, nodding vigorously. Licentia brings her hands together again in a single, sharp clap. It's going to take me a little time to work out the rock's properties, but this is a promising start. Barrack says, I assume that you will be stabbing it with a hot iron rod as well. That's right, he got stabbed with one. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous, she says. Of course not, Barrack says. His armor grinds against itself with a growl. Licentia says, pull up a stool or crate and make yourselves at home. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, just gonna hang out. A few hours pass as Licentia bombards the sample from the Blade Grave with a combination of hammering and spellwork. What is her affiliation? Stone Sea Villagers, okay. She heats it, submerges it in water, shapes it, wreaths it in lightning, and causes it to levitate in the air. Eventually, she pauses, studying the metal and tapping her chin. Find anything? I'd sure as stone say I did. The alloy What's she doing? Hey! Forget about it! The alloy absorbs and retains mystical energy, specifically in the form of magical effects. She grins. In theory, a weapon crafted of it could retain its enchantment for decades at least, maybe longer. What does this mean for Barrick? He says, "It means your curiosity is sated. It means we can continue our true mission and forget this heretical quest." Stand down, soldier. Just pipe down. He straightens, folding his spined arms over his jagged chest. "Bam," he says. "Ah, good. Respect." Licentia scratches the top of her head. Unfortunately, separating Barrick from his armor may not be as easy as one imagines. Perhaps if I'd gotten to him immediately after the edict. As is, Barrick is as alloyed with his armor as the iron is with the bronze. She gestures toward the sample. Simply put, Ash's ability to shield his soldiers has spread to the armor, likely due to the edict's power. Each wound taken by soldier in armor are one, and they heal as one, with flesh and metal fusing together. Ugh. Sounds kind of cool in a horrific sort of way. She intertwines her fingers. She continues, "So long as Barrick remains under the Archon of War's power, he remains in the armor. The longer he remains in his armor, the more it will become an intractable part of him." Reverse Wolverine. Yeah, exactly right. Dang. Wolverine on the outside. Is there no other way? Can we remove the Aegis? Short of the death of Graven Ash, or him rescinding his patronage over Barrick, I see no way to free Barrick from the Archon's power.
Neither is an acceptable solution. This shell, onerous though it may be, protects me and serves you. Without the great general or the disfavored, I have no purpose.
I don't know why this was voiced versus all the other lines.
Oh, come on, you big crybaby. I'm sure there's a siege engine somewhere in need of a counterweight.
Ah. Always got a place with us. There's always protecting me. There's purpose in that. There's purpose in protecting me. You work for me now, Barrick. Couldn't you just withdraw from the disfavored?
Attempt to harm General Ash in my name, Fatebinder, and this arrangement shall swiftly end.
Alright, fine. Thank you, Licentia. Please keep searching for a better way. My pleasure, Fatebinder, she says. If I uncover anything of value, I'll dispatch a bird immediately. Cool. Alright. Progress. Nothing actually resolved, but progress. Still don't know why Trapper's Junction is lit up. The Shattered Bastion. Well, we know we need to go to Lithian's Crossing. Where the hell is it? How did I forget where Lithian's Crossing is? Bum, bum. Oh! I just realized the purple means the disfavored control the area. The red means the voices, the Scarlet Chorus controls it. Okay, that makes sense. Fine. Bottom of the Sun Spire. Oh, that's right. That's right. Which would be this one. Yeah, that's right. Why isn't it on the map? It's It's very strange. The journal even says, go to Lithian's Crossing, and there's no Lithian's Crossing here. Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. Just checking what else we get. Bump, bump. Burning Library and Cacophony are unavailable to me. I wonder if, at the very beginning, when I first spoke with Voices of Narat and Graven Ash in Vendrian's Well, if I had sided with Graven Ash instead, I wonder if this wouldn't be... I wouldn't be visiting him here and doing his quests instead of doing Graven Ash's quests here in Iron Hearth. Oh, look at that. I'm apparently going to teleport. Wait, where was that? Yeah, that. It says the quickest way is to teleport. Please do. Alright. Well, let's do the Shattered Bastion. It's all lit up. Then we'll stop by the Bastard City and see if there's anything new there, given that we got a missive telling us to. Then we'll go to Lithian's Crossing. 4 days and 14 hours. Ooh, okay. Gonna wear out our shoes. Road trip! Woo! Encounter in the Bastard Tier. While making your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs liberally dotted with crimson berries. The fruits are plump and ripe, with a thin skin that gives slightly under the pressure of your touch, hinting at the juice within. No, we're not there yet, Tana. You kids knock it off or I'll turn this thing around. Identify the plant, harvest the berries, defer to Lantry. Let's try to identify the plant. 20 lore skill experience. You recognize the plant as budding rose, a bush that produces edible berries. These are a known aphrodisiac, commonly used in local festivals. Unfortunately, they're also mildly toxic to practitioners of magic. I like to continue on as like full stride running. Let's get out of here. Harvest the berries. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Carefully pull several of the berries from the plant. Eat a berry, offer berries to a companion, leave with berries. Let's eat some. Sweet fruit bursts in your mouth, burning slightly like liquor as it travels down your throat. Not long after, a warm, tingling sensation spreads through your body. Your hair stands on end and your skin feels almost electric to the touch. Amorous urges unfurl within your nethers, pulling at you like the strings of a marionette. Ooh. Yeah, the Vendrian Swell. Well, the Vendrian Swell wore off. Take care of the issue yourself. Ask a companion's aid. Sure, why not? You look over at your companions, deciding who to proposition. Barrick, now he stinks. Lantry, Verse. Verse, why not? After you proposition her, Verse cocks her head to the side, an arm on her hip, akimbo. She stares at you for a long moment, then lets out a peal of gruff laughter. She turns and walks away, shaking her feathered head. Alright, let's just rub one out really quick. You find some privacy beyond the next hill and spend some quality time alone before returning to your journey. Quality alone time. Prolonged practice by yourself has increased your ability with a one-handed weapon and strengthened your heart. That would be funny. That would be funny if jerking it actually leveled you up. Every time you finish, there's like da-dun, da-dun. The whole level up fanfare that you get in some games. Okay. Wonder how long that'll last. I wonder what would have happened if I would have offered it to a companion. Worth it. Yeah, I'd say so. All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh, and another missive. Fuel for the flame. Uh-oh. From the Voices of Narat. Dearest Fatebinder, champion of Tunan's Gavel, slayer of choirmen. We hope you recognize that we bear you no ill will. Who understands the treachery, if not the Archon of Secrets? Who understands treachery, if not the Archon of Secrets? Yes, you did hear it correctly, Walter. We've always held the very highest esteem for the work of other specialists in the arts, duplicitous. Make no mistake, dear Fatebinder, after your little performance at Vendrian's Well, and with such a flair for the theatrical illumination, you have ascended in our estimate. We trust you will understand that when we peel the flesh from your bones and squeeze the bile from your quivering innards, it's strictly out of artistic integrity and the courtesy owed a fellow professional. Nothing personal at all. But enough about our friendly rivalry. Do you enjoy the company of our little spy? Her dance never fails to inspire us in the most pleasant quivers. We have a gift for her, delivered through you due to the girl's questionable faculty with letters. We've learned from one of our birds that a mercenary in Haven has been absolutely gloating about slaying her sisters. His boasts even secured him work defending some crossing merchant. Wait. Slaying whose sisters? Verse's sisters? Like other chorus members? Chorus members, that sounds weird. Show her the signals on the reverse. She'll know what they mean. Voices of Narat, Archon of Secrets and Master of Cacophony. The opposite page contains several rough, ink-scratched symbols that look like nothing more than a child's pictographs of their favorite animals. Let's just tell this dude off a little bit. Respond rudely. Dear Archon of Secrets, with all due respect, shove off. Fatebinder, Violin the Fourth. Yep. Okay. Oh, somebody leveled, too. Talk to Verse about the missive regarding her sisters. Are they her actual sisters? Members of her previous gang. Ah. Speak with Barrick. Ah, alright. I didn't level. Lantry leveled. Okay. Ability and spell cooldown, probably. And, arcane armor and magic defense. Erase the record. Place on a preservation seal on an ally. If the ally's health falls below a limit, they are healed for a large amount of health, and the seal is destroyed. Proves lore. I have these two, right? Looks like it. While in this stance, Lantry's attackers are imbued with the power of frost and will slow enemies. Lantry's attacks, not attackers. Let's try this cool seal one. I like that.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Not me. Okay, I was going to remind myself why I'm up here. I think it's this one. The sage that summoned me. I think. But first, let's talk to Verse and to Barrick.
I was better off not knowing, Fatebinder.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
What are we... By the great general, I speak of the Archon's Aegis.
Oh, Aegis. I always said Aegis.
That the Archon's protection, the very thing to which I owe my life, keeps me imprisoned in this shell.
He sounds conflicted. He shakes his head violently, throwing sparks where his helmet meets his cuirass.
Ignorance of how deeply cursed I am was the only blessing remaining me.
I'm sorry, Barrick. I'll keep seeking an alternative way to set you free. That's the diplomatic answer.
I appreciate the sentiment, Fatebinder. But truly, pursuing this further is folly.
Oh, shut up.
Truly, Fatebinder. While we may not always agree, I consider you more than a comrade in arms.
Oh.
Which is why I hope you abandon this foolish obsession with removing my armor. No choice exists here. This armor remains my cage, as Kairos willed. I can accept that. I hope that you can too.
He's very persistent about this. Whoa. Quest completed. The Weight of Ages. Apparently I can't do it anymore. That's interesting. I'll never get him out? Should I have responded with something different? Huh. Surprising. It would seem that we can't do that anymore. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's talk to Verse here really quick.
Couldn't help but notice the bird from Cacophony.
Cacophony? Okay. Verse smirks as you approach, scrutinizing you with her mismatched gaze. Yes, he's toying with us. With you in particular. I'm going to pretend like she's not a spy, even though she might very well be a spy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. But seriously, you're not the Voice's favorite person in the tiers. This missive must be good.
You want to read it?
Maybe summarize it for me?
Verse glances at the Voice's wildly inconsistent lettering. You can't. I mean, we knew that she can't read. The letter told us that, but you can't read?
It's never struck me as being the most useful fucking skill. Want to make something of it?
She crosses her arms, but her cheeks flush. Well, you could learn. Later, I could teach you.
Hey, it's not that I... Maybe after we're done opening people up, assuming we both survive.
Okay. He says someone's been bragging about your sisters. Know what he means by that?
Wait, what? He found one of the shits who killed my Furies? Let's pack up and go.
I didn't realize you had sisters.
I used to. Kind of. Maybe you should have asked. I can't read heads, I just crack them open.
Okay, so who is this bragging?
I don't know exactly. There's someone who helped murder my sisters in arms. But we know where to find him, right? Let's go pry the whole story from him.
Well, you gotta look at the weird symbols on the back here.
There's a lot to love about spycraft. The trickery, the blade work, keeping your senses awake, balancing on the edge between confusion and discovery. Memorizing the Archon's childish pictographs is not my favorite part.
She examines the parchment, frowning.
Malfora. She's one of Harshion's people. Bit boring, but gossipy in the way that pays. We should be able to find her along the road to Lethian's Crossing.
Oh, good. She called it Lethian's Crossing. Damn it. Okay, fine. You think she's gonna trust us?
The Voices gave us the passphrases that will get Malfora to open up to us.
Ah.
When we find her, let me do the talking and everything should run smooth as sea glass.
She rubs her hands together.
This will feel good, Finder. Wildly, incredibly, stupidly good.
You don't think the Archon's sudden interest in your revenge seems a little suspicious?
Are you asking me if I trust the Voices of Nerat? Archon of Secrets, Spy Master, Arcane Pillar of Green Smoke and Flame, Immortal Magician, Eater of Minds, and Connoisseur of Perversions?
Yes.
Of course not. But if it's some convoluted trap, I'll have your back and you'll have mine, right?
Good enough for me.
Lead the way.
All right. Man, the journal is just going crazy right now. Merchant's Crossroads and meet with Versus Contact. Okie doke. That's on the way to Lethian's Crossing, which is apparently Lethian's Crossing, not Lithian's. Though this may once have been the entrance to what passes for a grand estate in the tiers, little remains of it now save shattered ruins. Better save it since we did all that talking. What the? Oh.
I'd say that's
I'd say shut up.
worth a second glance.
Warbler. Oh no. Scarlet Chorus. Rolls the Butcher. The crimson-clad gang before you has yet to notice your presence. Okay, they're a little daft. Their focus rests solely on the balcony above, where a broad-shouldered man in battle-worn armor shouts down at them. Who goes there? Oh, wait, is he shouting at me or them? Who goes there? You know who we are, boss, says someone called Warbler. Remain silent. Apologies, stranger. He puts a hand to his brow as if shading his sight. I can't make you out from this distance, and I hardly know the voice of every child in the tiers. Gentle babble of laughter filters down from above. Oh, wonderful, says Verse. Rolls the so-called Butcher. Let's just keep listening. Child, for fuck's sake, Rolls, let us in already, says Warbler. Rolls the Butcher. I'm sorry, is that you, Warbler? With your pretty voice, I mistook you for a little girl. Let's continue. Yes, boss, says Warbler. It is I, Warbler, and our faithful crew. We've returned from a successful raid, catch in hand. Rolls the Butcher says, what's that? You're here to raid us? Hear that? Javelins, take aim. Warbler says, what? Fine. If you're in a mood to play and want to play stupid games, we'll just divide the spoils without you. Remain silent. Rolls the Butcher says, ah, Warbler, we were having such good fun with you. Why did you have to make things so serious? There are a few things we never joke about in this gang, like sharing. Warbler says, are you shitting me? Rolls the Butcher says, what's that, you say? You want me to shit on you? That doesn't seem very clean, Warbler. But if that's what you want... Another round of laughter from the other chorusmen. Barrick says, need you seek further evidence of the chorus's culpability for the problems at Vendrian's Well, Fatebinder? Well, let's just keep listening. Barrick did a facepalm there. Warbler says, everyone down here thinks this is really funny, boss, but we'd really like to sit by the fire and have a decent meal. Rolls the Butcher says, I don't think you're getting in here, Warbler. Or were you planning on taking the fort from us? Keep listening. Warbler says, what? Don't put words in my mouth, you shallow sack of cock cheese. This is weird. Rolls the Butcher says, I can talk to you however I desire, and if you can't take it, you aren't tough enough to run with our gang. In fact, I think we're overdue for a display of your worth. Warbler says, test of our worth? We just spent 4 days sacking the countryside for you. Now let us in already. Rolls the Butcher says, I don't recall ordering a raid. No doubt you've been recruiting your own gang and are here to defy me. Well, your mutiny ends here. Warbler says, mutiny? I've been loyal. My crew's been loyal. How dare you? Rolls the Butcher says, then who are your reinforcements? Rolls points a finger at you. Or did you let the enemy shadow you back home? Either way, wrong move. Huh? Warbler looks back at us, eyes widening. Where did you come from? Bam! We got a double point here. Look at that. Point over there, point there. Rolls the Butcher says, it is the Fatebinder of Tunon, idiot. You know, the master of the mountain spire. His attention focuses entirely on you. Though now I'm curious, if Warbler didn't come crying to you, what brings you way out here? Excuse me. Fate binding. Rolls the Butcher says, ha, this must be that legendary Fatebinder sense of humor. Look. Bam! I'm more than happy to help you with whatever task the Archon's got you doing, but first I need your help dealing with the idiots down there. He points from the balcony at Warbler and his gang. Legend like you won't even break a sweat calling them. Why are we calling them? Warbler says, are you fucking kidding me? I've broken no law, just done what my boss told me. Rolls the Butcher says, stow it. The only meaningful law in the chorus is not suffering the weak. And you're weak. The Fatebinder here is just gonna thin the herd a bit. He meets your eye. Ain't you? Diplomatic. I think we're gonna let them work this out amongst themselves. Rolls the Butcher says, if you're not gonna help, at least stay out of our way. Run along, Fatebinder. Oh. Maybe I can't do anything until I actually fight these dudes. Where's, what's his name? Warbler. Resting his hand near his blade, Warbler offers a wary smile. So, I don't suppose you could not kill me? Rolls the Butcher says, Fatebinder, you're back! He beams down at you. I hope you're going to show these pups what real blade work looks like from the inside. What's that even mean? It means you're going to get stabbed, you beast-fondling flea brothel, says Rolls. Look, I'd rather not get in the middle of your dispute. Lower the ramp and let's talk. That's the diplomatic thing right there. Yep. Let them follow you up? No way. Lower the ramp, or when I get up there, I'm going to show you your own intestines. I'm up here and you're down there, says Rolls. I've heard a lot of stories about you, Fatebinder, but the ability to sprout wings and fly was not one of them. Oh, really? How do you think I got to the top of the spire? Rolls the Butcher says, I hadn't thought about it. He shakes away the thought. Come on, Fatebinder, kill the kid and give us a show. Alright. We're not doing that yet. We'll probably have to. We don't seem to have a choice. First, let's check out the rest of this area. Okay. More people over here. Somebody named Gwyneth. Hey, Max, how are you? I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. A group of unkempt, filthy commoners huddle among a motley of barrels and boxes. The heavy stenches of sweat, stale food, and grass cling to the still air. The presumptive leader of the group stands as you enter and moves towards you, weapon in hand. The approaching woman's olive cheeks seem drawn and sallow, dark circles shadow eyes that survey you before searching over your shoulder. Seemingly reassured by her brief inspection. Excuse me. Bastard's wound. Okay. She lowers her weapon slightly so that it's not pointed directly at your chest. Her muscles remain taut, however, her stance that of a veteran soldier ready to respond at the first sign of aggression. She says, You didn't bring the chorus in with you, and if you were disfavored, you'd have loudly bragged about your pedigree already, so that leaves me wondering, just who are you? Violin the Fourth, Fatebinder of Tunon. And who are you? A Fatebinder? Fantastic, says Gwyneth. Her tone suggests it's anything but. You here to kill us, or can we convince you to keep our presence secret from those chorus madmen? You still haven't told me who you are. That's one way to get into somebody's pants. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. She blinks rapidly. Right. I haven't. The name's Gwyneth. I'm the guide for this little band. Used to be more. Used to be a mercenary. But no one's offering coin for a blade anymore. If you weren't born north of the Gates of Judgment, there's nothing for a warrior save cloth of crimson or a mass grave. Red or dead, as they say. She sighs. So I stopped warring, more or less. What do you want? We need to get back inside the mountain. We'd come out. She falls silent for a moment, and a slight shudder runs through her. We'd come out to scavenge for supplies. When we got back, we found crimson assholes crawling all over the place. You live in the cave? Well, it wasn't our... Bam! It's over there. It wasn't our first choice of homes, but we've taken shelter in a nearby cave. While we were out looking for supplies, these chorus goons somehow buried the cave entrance with rubble. We could excavate a path, but not with chorus spears prodding our rears while we dig. Help us be rid of the scarlet shit stains, and we'll scrounge up some appropriate recompense. I know they've got one of your people up there, one of those creepy scout twins. Creepy scout twins. Not sure how much help that is to you, but maybe keep it in mind if things get bloody. Can you help? As much as I'd love to make battle standards of some crimson scum, I've got too many wounded. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Let us know when the gang is no longer a threat. This is interesting. I don't know what who this lady is or what her deal is, but we're going to try to help her. Iron Great Axe. We're stealing your stuff, Gwyneth. Hope you don't mind. Crimson assholes, otherwise known as baboons. Ugh. What is this, I wonder? Climb the rope. You see a very old, broken section of the wall. There is a rope hanging down that has recently been used to scale it. The rope appears to be secured strongly enough to hold your weight. So we could get up there and perhaps fight Rolls without having to kill Warbler? I kind of like Warbler, and Rolls is a dick. So let's try it. Now, let us sneak.
You didn't see nothing.
Super, super sneaky. Ooh, the journal says, deal with the Scarlet Chorus at the Shattered Bastion. The Scarlet Chorus refused to let anyone freely explore the estate, convince or force them to lower the ramp, or find an alternate route through the area. Gwyneth has asked for your assistance. She claims that her group will help you access the cave in exchange for their aid. Hey. Alright. Look at us, we are so sneaky. Uh-oh. Rules the butcher. The gang leader eyes you cautiously at your appearance atop the balcony. Fatebinder, are you going to cut Warbler open for me, or are we going to have a problem? If I attack Warbler, how would I even attack him? He's down there. Attack Rolls. Enough talking, you jerk. You're siding with them? Fuck. That's funny. He didn't think this through all the way. I didn't think that was the thing you were going to do. Fuck. To arms, maggots. Get this law dog ass lick. Okay, what do we got? Blood Chanter. Horde. Rolls the Butcher. As far as I know, those are the only guys within view. +2 one-handed, +1 vitality. Until next rest. Alright, Barrack. First thing you're going to do is that. Lantry. Where's that, yeah. No, not that. That. Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's cast that on what? I'd say Barrack, but then Verse usually gets more damage than Barrack, so let's cast it on her.
Look at that, future corpse.
Whoa, okay, there's a few more few more than I was expecting. That's all right. Okay, let's think about this. Explosive missile on Blood Chanter up there. Verse, you're going to do something awesome. Eternal Flame. On whom are you currently attacking? That guy. Barrack, you finished your taunt. Do a little fulmination. Get them all in that cone there.
You got it.
Going a long way to do that. Well, that sucked. Oops, shit, wrong person. Damn it, I wanted to move you there. You, come over here. Barrack, you were good. Eric, where are you going? You got a dude right... Actually, here, attack him.
Bleed out, you little shit.
None stand in our way.
How are we doing? Oh, Lantry's all fucked up. Lantry, what are you about to do? What are you about to do? Bum, bum, bum. What is that spell you're about to do, dude? Where is it? No. Fuck, what the fuck is he about to do? I don't even... That's not Lantry. I'm staring at him like, that's not even a thing he can do. Mischievous Mass. I don't know, dude. I think I might cancel that and make you... Actually, you can't even do a restoring touch on yourself. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take one of those. Now you could do a Mischievous Mass. But do it on that guy.
I am your shield wall.
Okay, took down another dude. Barrick, attack that guy. Verse, do something sweet. Gravedigger on that guy.
You won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Shit, Lantry. God damn, dude. It's gonna go down. The cooldown on that is 9 seconds. Okay, this is crazy. He's got to walk a ways to do that, but... Nope, he doesn't have to walk. He can just throw it.
Fall before me.
He... What happened, dude? You didn't do it. He just... didn't do it. Okay. Well, he's gonna go down. 8 hit points out of 171. That's crap. I thought that he would actually walk up within range and then do it, but he didn't. He wasted the motion and then didn't do it. This arrow is gonna put him down. Well, shit, might as well do that. Nope, there he goes. Very nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, Lantry's so easy to kill. It's aggravating. I don't know. That was weird, Tam. I didn't like that either. Maybe because the character's on a different level than him? Maybe the AI just isn't sharp enough? I don't know. Hobble that person. I love that sound. Whoa! The fuck? Are we done? Oh, Lantry, you poor bastard. Twisted Iron Sword. Okay. Well, dang, that kind of stinks, because now what'll happen is we'll have to rest so we can get Lantry to heal his wounds, and when we rest, we'll lose our masturbating bonus. That's good. Hell? Is this the cave entrance? The chorus collapsed the entrance to this cave, blocking it with huge slabs of heavy stone. Clearing it by hand would be the work of a span or longer. Let's talk to this Hyrax guy. Hyrax of the Disfavored. The man bound before you wears disfavored violet crusted with patches of dried blood, the faint blue light of an oath-bound scout's sigil shimmering unsteadily through a thick layer of grime. He watches you approach from under a lowered brow, his features sunken and dark. Yes, our masturbation bonus. We stopped along the road and found some berries that we consumed. Turns out the berries were an aphrodisiac, and we got super horny. We asked Verse if she wanted to help take care of it for us. She laughed at us. So instead we went into the tall weeds and just rubbed one out really quick. And we got a bonus. +2 to one-handed and +1 vitality. It's pretty good. And we'll have that bonus until we rest. Yeah, it's a true story. True story. He watches you approach from under a lower brow, his features sunken and dark. His right eye socket seems a bit darker than his left, as if he bears a near-healed bruise, and the sour scent of mingled sweat and urine wafts from him. Oh, Barrick, you guys could get along great. Fatebinder, he rasps, then clears his throat. Apologies, haven't had an occasion to say much today. You recognize me? Brother and a sister of mine served at Vendrian's well. Because they have seen you, I have seen you. We all saw the way you lit the sky with the mountain spire. All you ever get is shame? You're doing it wrong, man. No shame. Just catharsis. We owe you a debt, says Hyrax. I've no doubt the general has every intention of honoring it. He didn't like me so much last time we talked. I'm called Hyrax, son of Iperia, oath brother of Merrick, currently attached to the 5th Boreal. Good to see the butcher butchered. Would have been nice to do it myself, but I suppose I had my shot at him. He shifts against his bonds, wincing. Add the conscripts on the lower level to the pile of corpses, and I'll give you the intelligence I've found since coming here. Oh, rats, I was kind of hoping that Warbler and I could, like, talk it out, since I killed the dude that wanted me to kill him. Maybe he'd be like, hey, you're all right. How about... Oh, yeah, why did he leave you alive? That's a good question. I think they think I will talk of what I and my brethren have seen. They underestimate my willpower, but have taken joy in testing my limits. Alright, let's let him out. Then we'll go talk to Warbler and see what the story is. I appreciate the sentiment, and normally I'd say risk it, but my arms were both broken, and neither set right. I'll need a sawbones to break them again before they'll mend straight. What? I was just gonna take off the shackles, dude. So I can't fight for shit, and if you free me, you'll lose any element of surprise you'd otherwise have. What? If I wanted to kill him, I'd lose an element of surprise? What are you talking about, dude? It's a bad play, whichever way you slice it. Alright, I'll see what I can do. He nods mutely. Hey. What's his name? What's the dude's name? Warbler.
Interesting.
Lower the ramp. Check this thing. Oh, okay. What's this? See a very old broken section of the wall. There's a rope hanging down that has recently been used to scale it. Secured strongly enough to hold your weight. Okay, we'll come back to that. That's interesting, though. Not what I was expecting. Banned from Twitch. What, for the masturbation jokes? For mature. Alright, Warbler. What a mess. There was a time when I thought this was all going somewhere. The butcher had, you know, some ideas, some plans. Not very good ones, clearly, says Verse. Warbler says, at least there's the Oathbound. The Archon will appreciate that gift. Might even promote me, or at least not ram a spear at my backside. I think the Oathbound's going to stay with me, sir. But it's not like I can go back to the voices of Nerat empty-handed. Worse than empty-handed, considering lost gear and manpower. You can leave without the Oathbound, or you stay and join rolls. The blood drains from his face, and he nods roughly. Yes, Fatebinder, my thanks to you. He and his crew shoulder their gear and stumble away. Okay, that's cool. I like Warbler better than Rolls anyway. Okay, let's go let Gwyneth in. Then we'll go talk to Hyrax again. Then we'll climb that rope and explore the cave. Oh, there's so much to do. Probably could have just walked over this way. It would have been faster. What? That. You boobs. Come on. Oh, Gwyneth. You don't exactly work quiet, do you? She says. I suppose that ruckus means it's all taken care of, clean and tidy. No longer a problem. She takes a deep breath and exhales. Well, it's a real relief and a half. There was always the chance we'd get stuck out here, that the mountains would move again, or... Mountains would move again? Oh, from the Stone Edict? Or, Kairos forbid, Cairn would come back to finish what he started. So Wags, one of our specialists, he cooked up an alchemical compound called Ocean's Fire. Burns as fast and as hot as a Wrathcaster's spell. Set correctly, it'll clear the cave entrance out in an instant. But if it gets bumped wrong, say by some idiot chorus conscripts, we all meet the void well charred. Okay, let's cooperate. Her sigh reveals profound relief, and she accompanies it with a nod. Thank you, she says. Be extraordinarily careful with it. You don't want it to be within 20 paces when the paste meets the air. Hunker down behind some rubble up top, and then lob it at the cave entrance. She reaches into one of the crates and pulls forth an unpainted clay pot. She passes it to you with extreme gentleness, and you note that its lid is sealed with a thick ring of melted wax. Oh, and don't miss. Back up the rope! Okay, let's talk to Hyrax so he can get free of the distance that it's going to take to blow this thing to hell. There's something profoundly wondrous in outliving your enemies. He grins, something feral in the way his lip curls over his eye teeth. Get these ropes off of me, and I'll tell you why I'm out here. I just said I'd take care of the stupid bonds, you idiot. Thank you, Fatebinder. Hyrax straightens as you release him. Oh, I see. Earlier he was saying I would be no good in a fight, so don't even unbind me before those other Scarlet Chorus guys are gone. Okay, got it. Hyrax straightens as you release him, then stretches, his joints cracking loudly. He scowls at his arms, which were obviously broken, badly broken, and have healed twisted by his bonds. I appreciate the aid. My team, he says, wasn't the first Iron Guard Aklos sent to this estate. The other never reported back. We were dispatched to recover whatever was left of them, but we found precisely nothing. No gear, no evidence of a fight, nothing that seemed a sign left for the other disfavored to find. Then Rolls hit us, at night, by surprise, like a motherless coward. We had set watch, obviously, but one of his mages did something to Corex that kept him from calling out. It was the pain of him burning that woke me and the others. The only reason we were able to kill the Chorusman we did. He shudders, then releases a sigh. No one else survived, only the General's grace saved me. We canvassed the area pretty thoroughly before Rolls showed up. Only place we'd stayed out of was the cave in the back. The hole scared Rolls shitless, though, so he closed it up. He looks towards the jumbled pile of stone to the north. Wish we'd gotten a chance to check in there for the first crew. Then at least I'd have something to take back to Iron Hearth. He locks eyes on yours. Fatebinder, you're said to be a close ally of the General's. There's something you need to know. We had a secondary objective out here. The original reason that Iron Hearth dispatched the first squad to this backwater. The Legion lost track of an Earthshaker out here a few spans back. Chances are he went as rogue as his Archon before him. We can't have every Tearsman's mother hurling boulders at us, so if he's not dead, he needs to be. He nods. You're our only chance of making that happen now. You know what I know, Fatebinder. I need to return to Iron Hearth and report in. He looks at his arms. Get these limbs straightened out. No enjoyment in that, I promise, but at least it'll distract me from everything else. Graven Ash protects, Hyrax. That he does. If only he could do more. Farewell, Fatebinder. Oh, cool. He's got a bitchin' logo on the back of his jacket. Looks like he's about to jump onto a hog and ride away. Farewell, Fatebinder. With a final glance at you, the Oathbound walks away. Okay, let's hurl this thing. Use the ocean fire. Run! Woo! So I can go in the cave. First, I want to check out what's up here, though. What could it be? What is this place? Climb the rope. Ooh. Stuff. That's what's up here. Mead? Cheese? Grain? And alchemy supplies, a bronze ingot, and hide. Alright, well, we'll march into the cave, but I think this is where we're going to switch over to pray. Time to pray. So we'll have to do the cave next week. Let's get a look inside, though. Ooh, pretty. That didn't sound good. That sounded like a tiger. Maybe it was the rock moving when we came in or something? I don't know. That didn't sound good. Alright. Well, hey. Oh, wait. What's the journal say? Search the cave for signs of the sage that contacted you. Oh, that's right. There was one other thing I wanted to do, which was... I have a sigil, apparently. I walk the streets. Kings and queens, step aside. There we go. So what does that do? Selfless magic. It's an accent, right? Where is it? I thought it said it was an accent, but it's not listed. Selfless magic. Selfless magic. Weird. Huh. Not showing up. That seems very weird. Unless it's not showing up because... Ah, here we go. Sigil of Selfless Magic. Accent that causes material force and guarded form spells to no longer target you, but they become more powerful and last longer when cast on your allies. Spells to reduce recovery for a short time after being cast. Fire and Brimstone to cause material force spells to damage foes in a line. I'll have to remember that apparently the sigil... Okay, stop. Apparently the sigil area can only hold 8, so I have to remember that there's others to choose from. Alright. Well, let's save it. And then switch over.